Hello students, welcome to Trunkie Academy. Today we'll study about the evolution and sex determination first and then evolution. Because yesterday and the day before that and the previous classes we studied about the heredity, okay, and we studied about the different basic uh, concept with regard to heredity and what is heredity, what is genetics, and how the characters are transmitted from one generation to the other or the next generation, parents to offspring. Okay, we studied about the Mendel's experiment, Mendel's monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. Okay, and after that, we now will study about the sex determination. Okay, sex determination means what happens. There are different when you go to higher classes, then we will study uh, in detail. Okay, but as per your class 10 syllabus, we will study what is sex determination and how the sex is determined in human beings. Okay, so the topic is the sex determination, and then we'll start with the evaluation. So first we'll start with the sex determination. So factors responsible for the sex determination are actually the environmental or genetic responsible are there. Okay, so factors responsible for sex determination. Okay, so there will be number one, that will be the environmental and genetics. Environmental. So in some organisms, it is environmental. Okay, but in most of the organisms it is genetics. Environmental and genetic factors are responsible, and genetic factors. Okay, so if you say environmental factors, environmental factors. Okay, so in some animals, the temperature at which the egg is fertilized is going to decide the sex of the gender or sex of the progeny. Okay, so that is due to the environmental, that comes under the environmental factors. So in some animals, excuse me, in some animals the temperature at which the fertilized eggs are eggs like eggs decide the sex of the progeny. Okay, whether that will be male or female. Okay, so that is the environmental factor. This is found in some animals only, not in, but majority of organisms, whether it is plants or animals, it is the genetic factors. Okay, so when we come to the genetic factors, so it is the genes. Okay, the copies of DNA. So now we come into genetic factor. Genetic factor. Okay, so in some animals like human gender. Okay, in some animals in animals including human. Okay, in some like human. sex of individual is determined by a pair of chromosomes called sex chromosomes. Okay, chromosomes. Okay, in our body or human body there are 46 chromosomes. Okay, it means that there are 23 pairs of chromosomes. These are in pairs, so this will be 23 pairs of chromosomes. Okay, and out of these 23 pairs, 22 pairs are autosomes. That means they are not sex chromosomes, they are autosomes. So 22 pairs, that means 44 are the autosomes. 44 pairs of autosomes. Okay, and one pair of sex chromosome, that means two sex chromosomes. Okay, sex chromosomes. The chromosomes other than sex chromosome is called autosomes, because that is not involved in the determination of the sex of the individual. Okay, so when we say 22, that means there are the into 44 chromosomes are the autosomes, and 1 into 2 is equal to 2 chromosomes are the sex chromosomes. And in case of the male, okay, male in the boy or male, it is XY chromosome. So, and in case of female, girl or female, okay, and this will be XX chromosome. Okay, so that means there are difference in case of the male it is XY chromosomes, and in case of the female it is the XX chromosome. Okay, so in human beings there are 23 pairs of chromosomes, out of which one pair is sex chromosome. If it is a male, if it is a man, then it will be XY chromosome, and if it is a female, girl or woman, then it will be XX chromosomes. So 22 plus. So what will happen for a boy in the formation during the fertilization, and after the fertilization, the formation of zygote, there will be 22 plus XY will be the male, and 22 plus XX will be the this will be the XX will be the female. Okay, so this is how the sex is. Now what happens, how this XY combination is achieved in case of the human beings. Okay, now I'll show you one diagram. Okay. Just 1 second. Okay. So what happens? The gametes. Now you know what is gametes, because you have already studied in previous classes also. Gametes means the sex cells. Okay, which is going to fertilize another sex cells opposite, and then there will be fertilization and sexual reproduction is completed, and there is formation of zygote. Okay, so what happens? Gametes. In case of gametes, the meiosis takes place in gametic meiosis or meiotic division, or meiosis cell division takes place. Okay, and due to meiosis cell division, the number of chromosomes becomes half, that is n number. So from 22 plus XY and 22 plus XX, so it will become 11 plus X. So there will be 11 plus Y, or sorry, 11 plus Y or 11 plus X. So two types of gametes will be produced. Okay, so that means, sorry, I have done a mistake, sorry. 46 are there, so 22 is the single set. Okay, It is a single set, not 11. 22. 22 is the single set, or we can say n number of chromosomes. Okay, so 22 plus x will be the your control set. Okay, whatever. Okay, 22 plus X chromosome means one set. This will be the condition in case of the female gamete in the ovum, egg cell. Okay, and in case of the male, it will be 22 plus Y, 22 plus Y chromosome. Okay, and that means in case of the Y chromosome, that means it is going to fertilize with the X. Okay. When there will be X chromosome, okay, in because there are two types of X sex chromosome in case of male, X and Y, okay. X chromosome will only with a type in case of the female gametes, because females have got two X chromosomes. When the ovum or egg cell, I mean the what the egg cell will be produced, that will have only X chromosome, okay. So females are called homogametic because all the ovum or egg cells are having X chromosome only, okay, no Y chromosome is there. But in case of male, they are heterogametic because two kinds of gametes are produced. That means sperm will have either 50% of the sperm will have the Y chromosome and 50% of the sperms will have the X chromosome. Now comes to the question of fertilizing and forming the sex of the child. Now when the sperm cell with the Y chromosome is going to fertilize the X chromosome with the with the ovum that is has the X chromosome, then that will be the boy. So fertilizing the sperm with Y chromosome with the female egg cell or female ovum, then it will be boy. And fertilizing of the sperm cell or spermatozoa with the X chromosome with the ovum, then it will be a girl child. Okay, so this is how the sex is determined in the case of the human beings. Okay, so okay, okay, I will. There is some problem with this writing of the of this stylus pen on pen tape. I'll be back.